Poof vs. the Cursed Kitty aims to create a new hybrid genre of mix between platforming and tower defense, but is it a eureka moment or Frankenstein's monster? The plot of Poof is fairly simple. You play as a dog named Poof, who is given a kitten that lays golden eggs but also attracts monsters. It is up to Poof to stop the curse by obtaining the Holy Grail. The player progresses by completing certain objectives, such as gaining a number of points on a level or having a certain number of enemies on screen. There are 3 of these objectives per level, and completing them gives you a token which allows you to gain an upgrade, with the final upgrade being the Holy Grail. The story is extremely linear, and during gameplay a background story is never mentioned. Poof's gameplay revolves around setting up defensive towers at green pedestals, gathering power-ups and jumping on enemies to damage them. The player must defend the kitten in the middle of the room, however the room doesn't change after you complete the missions, making the zone extremely repetitive. However, this actually works well as you learn good places to set up towers and spot items spawn. The tower defense system is weighted, however, as many upgrades are needed for you to unlock your first tower, and the power-up needed to build a tower is quite rare until later in the game. This actually limits what could have been a tactical aspect to a fairly simple game. The gameplay, however, is redeemed in the platforming aspect of the game. The controls are extremely tight, and even on a lower-end PC, the game runs at a consistent 60 frames, even with over 25 enemies on screen. New ideas are constantly added through the upgrade system, but a major problem lies with the items, as you can collect an infinite number of them, but you cannot switch the order the items are in. So if the situation is perfect for a certain item, you'll have to waste all the other items in front of it just to get the one you want. A creative addition on the other hand is a points bar, which appears at the end of each game, which unlocks backgrounds, character costumes and even music, and this encourages the player to continue playing even if they keep losing. The graphical style of Poof is very cartoonish, but lacks the bizarre animation and monsters you expect from such a strange game. In fact, many of them are cliched. The music is brilliant and creates a thematic atmosphere found throughout the game. Poof vs. the Cursed Kitty is great fun for anyone, and constantly creates new ideas and excels with its frantic gameplay. It sets up the foundations for a great new hybrid genre, but I cannot deliver on tower defense gameplay, and that's why it gets an 8.3 out of 10.